Hi, I'm Mrs. McDowell, and I am going to share remind.com. So as you open it up, this is remind.com, and this is the first thing you see. This is a very simple site to use. Here's my name, and if you put down on that, you have your account, your help center, share remind, get a remind app, log out. You have create a class. You simply check on that. You put a class name in it, you put your code, and you create a class. If you have additional people, or maybe you have somebody you need to edit, a child leaves, a new child joins in the enrollment, you have joined the class, you put a code in, and you put the parent in there. So let's see, this is also what I use. If you click on this, I do class announcements more than group conversations or individual messages. I do individual messages, but not very often. Mostly it's class announcements for me. You push on class announcements, it comes up. I type in. You have 140 characters here to use. If you go over, it shows in red. There is spell check, which is nice. You may attach things. You may add photos, schedules. I've done that. And then you hit send, and all the parents in your classroom or student in your classroom would receive the text message. Now I keep it pretty basic. It's preschool. On parent-teacher orientation day, the very first day of school, I have them sign a waiver. And so then I take their personal information that the school provides and make a website for them and put them in a class. And then they get a message from me with the Remind information. Remind also provides an information page that you send that has the class code embedded in it with instructions, which is really nice and is helpful for parents. And looking on the site a little bit further, these are past informations or text messages that I sent home. I use this because in preschool, we don't have homework every day. In kindergarten and up, the parents get really used to checking that backpack every single night. But in pre-K, we may have an important note go home 1 week, we may not for a week, then we have another one, maybe we have a week that if something goes home every day. It's so inconsistent, it's hard for parents to get into that habit. With Remind, I can send a quick announcement home saying check folders, important information, and parents can do that. In return, parents can get in contact with me. They can say, my child's not feeling well, I put them on the bus, they're very tired, they're very hungry, and those are things I can take care of when they come to school and in the classroom. So I like that two-way conversation. I have this that I receive them at any time. I don't always check my email. I do when I get up, and at the end of the night, it doesn't bother my home life. I've never had a family take advantage of it, and until I do, I'm leaving it that way. However, I know teachers don't want to do that, and I understand. So they set the time limit that they will receive Remind messages at school time, maybe 8 o'clock till 4:30 or 5. You can do that as well, which is a really super nice feature. I really like that about Remind. So overall, this is Remind, and this is what it looks like. And I encourage everybody to use it. It's a well-known site, and most schools do use it. But if you don't, it's worth checking into. Very easy to use.